Wow, it's great to have you here on Molif Media School Training Channel. I am Ife Arono Kafo, and in this video, we will learn how to properly pronounce Q in words. So, one or two things you need to know about Q before we go straight into the pronunciation session. Q is widely mispronounced, especially in this part of the world. And it's important for you to take an extra moment to learn how to properly articulate the sound of Q in different words. Q is first of all a letter name as written this way. You of course know that capital Q is written this way, and then we have the small q, which is this. And the sound of Q basically is qua. When reciting the letter sounds of the English alphabet, when you get to that, you say qua, right? That's if you know how to recite the letter sounds of the English alphabet. Anticipate our video on letter sounds. Okay, now you know that Q is actually pronounced qua as a letter sound. You find that when U follows the letter name Q in a word, the sound of Q is unique. Now let's start with this group of words. When pronouncing Q in these words, it appears as though you're gliding from the sound K to the sound Wa. You say try it. There is this friction when articulating the sound of Q, as you can note. Just like kui. I'm going to keep saying it, so please try repeating after me. As in queen. Queen. Okay, now I am going to transcribe. The aim of these transcriptions that I do is to deepen your understanding, and I hope that in due time, as you keep watching our videos, that you will learn to transcribe as well. That is writing English words by their sounds. Queen, queen. Now, the sound of Q is represented by this, and then we have double E, E, represented by the long sound of I, which is E, and then we have to have queen. The sound of Q in this case is kui, kui, and so we have kui, as in quiet, 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 be quiet, quiet, and that is it. Quiet, quiet. This is diphthong I, qua, it, schwa, then t. Then we have as well quiz, and that's it. In these cases, the sound of Q is so we have queen, quiet, quiet, quip, quiz. Okay? Quiz, 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 Kui, quiz, 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 quiz. That is quiz, quiz. Remember that this is the short sound of I, quiz, quiz, quiz. Okay, now let's come to this other side. The reason why this word is popular is because the sound of Q is pronounced differently. And the sound of Q is actually easier to pronounce in this sense. And that is why it is popularly used to teach beginners. But I would prefer and recommend for educators to teach the sound of Q with this, because you have more words that start with Q and pronounce as Q. So it's important for them to rather teach the sound of Q in this sense. And once you can teach children to pronounce these things rightly from the beginning, the rest is history. They'll grow up to change the narrative about the fact that, oh, people think that Q is difficult to pronounce. So we might need to start changing the narrative from now. All right, so this word is actually a stone or metal that is projected from a ship that is used for offloading or loading. Yeah, so it is pronounced key, key, e. Just like what we use for opening doors, the same sound, key, the long sound of I, and of course an initial k sound, key. So that is why it is simplistic. So there you have it, how the sound of Q is pronounced. And you can write me a comment telling me if you got value from this or what you would like to add. Are there other things you feel that, are there other words you're curious to find out how they are pronounced? Maybe words that start with Q. Please drop your comment there in the comment section. Just below this, there's also the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, hey, please, no. Why don't you go ahead to do that right away so you don't miss any subsequent video? Yes, and please leave me a thumbs up on this video if you got value. My name is Ife Arono-Okafo. Thank you so much for watching from all of us at Molif Media School. Here we train super broadcasters and public speakers.